Hello to my fellow Virgos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm a Virgo Sun. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 16th through the 22nd. Let's take a look at what our angels want us to know for this week. We have 986, forthright. Practice saying no. It is okay for you to set up a boundary this week for yourself, Virgo. Now, I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't like cutting people out of my life. But I do believe in setting up a healthy boundary and knowing that you deserve to have your space respected, you respected, and no is a complete sentence. So I want you to hang on to that this week and know that it's okay for you to pick and choose who has access to you. You also, 333, equilibrium. Nurture the mind, body, and spirit. This is the number of expansion, prosperity. When 333 comes into play, we are talking about major blessings coming our way. Yes, universe, thank you. We are open and ready to receive. Okay, I've already shuffled the cards, so we're going to cut the deck, see what's been going on with my fellow Virgos. We're going to start with the past. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So let's start with this card because I like that it's showing up in reverse. When this happens, you know, the Five of Pentacles is all about lack and being feeling left out in the cold. And I want you to know that's not your reality this week, Virgo. It might be your perception, but you're a little off base. So I want you to do some investigative work like we Virgos are so good at doing. There's a reason you're feeling this way, and it may have nothing to do with the people around you or whoever is causing you to feel neglected. This is also telling you that the situation is just not as bad as it seems. So whatever you're dealing with, Virgo, know that there's a light there. It is not as bad as what you're thinking. The Four of Pentacles is about letting go a little bit, letting loose of the grip of something that you're hanging on to in life. Now, it could be some finances, so it might be a little okay for you to maybe splurge a little bit this week, treat yourself if you want, but you're going to let go of the way that you're looking at a situation. The feelings that you might be feeling, they're not accurate. There's more of a deeper reason behind why you're feeling this way. So let loose of the narrative that you've been teaching yourself. And I want you to step into this energy. This Queen of Wands, this is Aries energy when I read, and it's about yourself. Maybe put yourself first. Understand that it's okay for you to say no, because the Queen of Wands is perfectly okay with telling somebody, no, that doesn't work for me. And I want you to hang on to that narrative as well. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for these cards. Let me cut this deck as well. I shuffled it. I didn't cut the deck. Let's start out like that. Okay. Capricorn energy along with this this Queen of Wands, Aries energy. This is a very powerful card combination of overcoming something. And once you put yourself first, Virgo, that's how you're going to break the chains of some addiction, some bad habit, something that's no longer serving you and that's holding you back. So I want you to feel empowered by this. Now, there could be a Capricorn around you as well, but I like this card combination when I see it because I feel like this is us stepping into our power and knowing that we write our own story. We don't let things happen to us, they happen for us, and we overcome things and empower ourselves with that. Clarifier for our Four of Pentacles, another major arcana. This is Aquarius energy with the star coming in. Have faith that letting go it's all going to be okay. You don't have to hang on to the control that you're trying to hang on to, Virgo. It's not your job, okay? Not you are your responsibility, not everybody else around you. Everybody is here to live their own lives, make their own choices, and live with their own consequences. So it's okay for you to have faith that letting go, it's all going to work out the way it's meant to, okay? Have faith that you are loved and supported this beautiful energy of nurturing the mind, body, and spirit. If you're in a space of hanging on to control and trying to manipulate behind the scenes, you're not showing faith. You are showing fear, which is what is showing up with this Five of Pentacles. So let go of that fear. Let's get a clarifier for this one. Okay, here we are. Our queen is here. The Queen of Pentacles, that's the earth sign queen. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is energy. This is you being resourceful, taking care of your needs, and knowing that everybody else is going to be okay if you put some love to yourself, Virgo. They're going to figure it out too. You're actually letting them step into their own power as well. Okay, our themes for this week, we have crystal clear. We're going to get some clarity on a subject that maybe we have been feeling a little bit of confusion around. So that's good. We're going to have clear communication, clear ideas, clear creativity, and we are going to be master manifestors of our world. The answers are going to come to you, Virgo, and rejoice, okay? Happiness. When I hear the word rejoice, it almost has a more of a spiritual or religious connotation, I think, because of all the hymns I probably grew up hearing. But there's going to be reason to rejoice. There's going to be reason for you to feel happiness this week. That's true every week, but you're going to really feel it this week, Virgo. Okay, let's take a look at our present situation. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. So you're still going to be dealing, I think, with a little bit of confidence issues and feeling like you've got it all together. Just know that that's in your head. Whatever is making you feel this way, Virgo, it's in your head. It's holding you back, and it's your job this week to step into power and confidence and know that you can say no and still be the good guy. And you have a lot of abundance coming to you. There's no reason for you to walk in fear this week. Okay, we also have the Four of Cups. Okay, so we've got fours showing up right next to each other. Four of Pentacles and the Four of Cups, and they're in reverse. The Four of Cups in reverse is about you finally accepting the blessing that God is trying to bestow upon you, Virgo. So I like this card in reverse. When it's upright, he's ignoring the blessings that are coming his way. I feel like this week, you're going to be more aware of what's around you and what's giving you reasons to rejoice. It's going to be crystal clear for you what is trying to make its way to you. See how the blessing is trying to come into his life and he's ignoring it? You're going to take the blinders off this week and you're going to receive it. Be open and ready to receive. I want you to remember those words. And then finally, excuse me, we have the Knight of Wands. Sagittarius energy when I read, and this is about you taking action for those blessings. I feel like whatever you're working towards, Virgo, you can make some good progress this week. That 333 number, I want you to watch for those three numbers from here on until the blessing appears, okay? Because it's on its way, but you've got to be aware of it. Okay, let's look at clarifiers. We have Taurus energy, the Hierophant. This is spirituality, 333, nurturing the mind, body, and the spirit. And it's about you and your relationship with God and knowing that you are loved and supported by your ancestors, your angels, God. It's going to happen for you. Now, you might need to think outside the box. You might have to do something a little bit differently because you've kind of been operating from a space of fear. And this card is telling you to get rid of the dogma that you have been training yourself to see so that you see the new way of manifesting and overcoming things. For our Four of Cups, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. When this card shows up, I remind people the blessing is about to happen. And that's why this card showed up in reverse for you, Virgo. Hang in there. Don't give up before the miracle happens. This is a great card combination for us because we're going to be, remember what I said, be open and ready to receive. And the Wounded Warrior, the number 9, you are right at the end of a cycle. You've been through the battle, you're tired, but something is telling you to hang on. And that's why you're watching this video, because you were being encouraged to hang on to your resilience, your strength, and know that the blessing is coming. Okay, for our Knight of Wands, here's the blessing. The security and the strength and the stability that you've been trying to manifest, it's almost here. The Ten of Pentacles really is probably, it's one of my top 3 favorite cards in the deck, because this is the card of so much blessing in our lives, where we feel and see the blessings. We're living the life of luxury when we're in that Ten of Pentacles energy. And I feel like that is what the universe is telling you to step into that energy. You've got to take action towards your goals and dreams if you want that to really manifest into your world. So what do you need to do? Let's come up with a plan. Take pen to paper if you have to. Set some goals for yourself. Start journaling. That's a great practice for manifesting. Write letters to the universe. I have manifested major things in my life by doing that. There's something about putting pen to paper that makes it become real in my mind. And maybe it's because our sign is ruled by Mercury, the communication planet, that just seeing it and writing it down, it just makes it become real for me. And if you don't do that, I invite you to try. What else do we need to know? Cut down. Cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, and silent treatment. You know, remember this word, this 986 number. We are being told that it is okay for us to say no. Now, with that, I also am telling you, like I said, I don't believe in cancel culture. I just believe in cutting ties. I don't believe in doing that. Now, it might be time for you to say goodbye to a habit or something that's been holding you back. It doesn't mean you're estranging. Just to be crystal clear, since this card is showing up for all of us, I have been the victim of an estrangement and a dear relationship in my life where I haven't been given the chance to work things out. This person just cut things off with me. It cuts deeply, and that's why I don't believe in doing that. Now, you can put stronger boundaries in place. You don't have to let someone have access to you 24/7, but I also caution when I see cards like this come up, because I don't want to give people the permission to just, you know, sever ties. It doesn't have, you don't have to sever ties in order to separate or stop a pattern. You can just stay strong in your own beliefs and in your own way of moving forward and still accomplish this. And we also have addiction. Okay, we had this devil card show up. So we've got codependent, obsession, restraint, possession, and control. Control has shown up with this Four of Pentacles reversed, and emotional block. So it might just be time, if I'm really getting that there is an addiction that needs to be dealt with, either with you, with someone close to you, because we also have codependency. And we're fixers. I feel like Virgo is where we want to fix things. And I know that I have that. I have dealt with that my entire life. I grew up in addiction. It's always been in my family. So codependency is something that I have really tried to master. And it might be something you have to master as well. So be careful. Just remember, let go and let God is one of my favorite phrases. What's another one that I like to use? That one I really like because it takes the responsibility off of me and gives me the freedom to let other people make their choices and do their thing and live their life and fulfill their contracts. So maybe if that's something, I won't be a bit surprised if the Ten of Swords shows up in this reading. We'll see. We'll see if it does, because that is my card for rock bottom. But let's see what we have, what our future selves want us to know, what's coming in for us. We have the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy coming in. So we're in summer season as of videoing this. Some of you might be taking a vacation or a trip. Some of you might be moving. But this could also just be plain old manifestation working in your favor. It could be, you know, you have this Nine of of Wands here telling you that the blessing is about to appear. But pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to the energy that you're putting out. Remember, if you're being doubtful and negative, that's not inviting positive energy and positive movement into your life. So just be aware of what you're sending out there, Virgo. And know that things could be coming to you really quickly. So you might have to think on your feet this week. We have the Sun in reverse. Even though it's reversed, doesn't matter. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. So positivity, success, happiness, fulfillment, it's all coming your way. Beautiful cards. I love that. We're opening up to that. Remember, I am open and ready to receive. We said that all through this video, and that's what this is telling us. The Three of Swords in reverse is really good for us too. We're overcoming whatever heartbreak has held us back. If you're dealing with an addicted loved one or with an addiction yourself, you're going to set yourself free from this pain this week. You're going to make great strides, great progress. Let's get clarifiers here. A powerful new beginning. The aces are blessings from the universe, and this is about what makes you feel passionate and happiness and fulfillment coming your way. It's right here. A powerful new beginning is right. You're on the verge of it, guys. We have this Nine of our wounded warrior is telling us, hang in there. The blessing is going to happen. And I do feel like if you can protect your mindset and stay in that positive energy, you're going to feel that blessing coming your way. Let's do the Sun card. Okay, here's our king, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is in particular is Taurus energy for me when I read, because I feel like because Taurus loves to have beautiful things around them and they try to cultivate a life of beauty and luxury. That's why this guy is such a master manifester. And then, so we have our king and our queen showing up here, and we have the Sun. If we have the ability to overcome the blocks that we've put on ourselves, we have the ability to manifest these wonderful things. So for some of you, I'm getting there might be a love connection here. I've heard other readers say that this is the marrying king. So that might ring true for someone this week. But this is, I feel like the bigger message here is just us getting out of our way, opening ourselves up to possibilities, and knowing that we deserve to feel expansion and abundance in our life. For our Three of Swords, can't make this up, guys, okay? You saw me cut the deck. Happiness, fulfillment. We are letting go of heartache, and we are stepping into a new version of ourselves. It's all going to be crystal clear, something to rejoice about. You have two Sun cards in the same row. And I love it next to this Three of Swords in reverse, which is telling us we're moving away from sadness, clouds. We're getting rid of all the negativity, and we are opening ourselves up to positive energy. And we're going to learn how that can work for us. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, release resentments about money. So if you've been in this space of lack, which is what this Five of Pentacles has been telling us, you need to remove that mindset. Remember, the message of this card is it's not as bad as it seems. And you might be attracting negative energy to you if you have a bad mindset about money. If you're feeling you don't deserve a blessing, or you don't know how to make money or hang on to money, you need to let go of that and start telling yourself that you deserve abundance, you deserve happiness, and you are a money magnet. I like that. I like that. I am a money magnet. I want you to tell yourself that this week and see what happens. Windfall of abundance. This is my favorite card in this deck. A windfall of abundance is going to come your way. Now, for some of you, it could be love. For some of you, it could be career, whatever. I feel like there are just master manifesting cards on the table here for us, Virgos. Could be a very powerful week for making our goals and dreams come true. Let's see what our angels and guides and ancestors want us to know. Here we are showing up in reverse. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy for me when I read. I want you to let go of the idea that it can only come slow, because this is the slowest moving knight in the tarot deck. But this, when it shows up, I always say this is about you showing up for yourself every day. And know that it's about the long haul, the long journey, about your life journey. But it's right next to this 8 of Wands, which is fast energy coming in. So let go of the belief that it's going to take forever and it's going to take a long time, because I feel like if you can master that emotion, it's not going to be a long process. It's going to be blessings coming to you quickly. Okay, let's see what else they want us to know. Page of Swords, curiosity, finding your truth, clear communication. Remember, we do have that crystal clear card, so I want you to watch your words. A lot of times when the Page and the Knight of Swords show up in readings for me, there can be arguments and disagreements. But I want you to use crystal clear communication this week, and especially in how you talk to yourself. No negativity. Remember that. And we're going to end this tarot reading spread here with the 8 of Pentacles. I love it. With this combination, like I said, this is a way of living life. And this is you working on your goals, your dreams, your craft, whatever that may be for you. It's about you working on it and honing it and making it perfection, because that's what Virgo loves, is perfection. The best way to do that is to work hard and know that what you pay attention to, that's where the energy goes. Let's get clarifiers here. We have another pentacle. There's a lot of earth energy in this reading, which is, bodes well for Virgo. We're an earth sign. Plant the seeds that you want to manifest. Give and take. It's the card of give and take. Now, I want you to remember, when this card shows up, it's okay for you to ask for help, Virgo. That message came to me as soon as I saw it, because of this 5 of Pentacles in reverse, that you don't have to do it alone. And this is in the area of your spirit team, your ancestors and your spirit guides helping you. So ask for help. They are very obliging to us. They do not interfere without our request. So I want you to talk to your angels and ancestors and guides this week, and know that they are with you. They're here to help you, but they want to know that you want the help. So remember that this week. For the Knight of Swords, look what we have here, the 5 of Pentacles. Like I was saying, watch how you communicate. I feel like that's... maybe you haven't been communicating with your guides and ancestors, and maybe they're feeling left out in the cold. It's time for you to develop that curiosity if you have not done so. If you don't talk to your loved ones that have passed on, your ancestors, your guides, this is your sign that they want to hear from you, and they are feeling left out, and they want to be a part of your life. They want to journey with you. That's what they're here for, is to help you. Now, those ties, they are not in our physical world, but they are in the spirit realm, and they are with us. Thank you. My ancestors over here, you can't see, but in this corner of my room, I have pictures of my ancestors who have passed on. And when I hear a wind chime, that's my sign that they're reaching out to me. So maybe you can remember that as well. What we have here, the 6 of Cups with our 8 of Pentacles. I feel like this is the inner child. This is a dream that you have had from your childhood, something that has been with you your entire life that you have wanted to work on and manifest. And it's okay for you to pursue that. This is, I've been saying that this is lifelong energy. So when this card shows up, this could be something from our childhood. And I feel like this is something that we have been trying to work on from the time that we were little. Maybe it was a lifestyle, or, maybe I'll just throw this example out there. Maybe you grew up poor and you have been trained to think that it's impossible for you to make money, or it's impossible for you to easily obtain money. You need to let that go. And it might take some work to overcome that mindset, because that's embedded in you and ingrained in you. But it doesn't have to be a part of your story. It's time for you to release it. Okay, let's pull a few more cards. And then I feel like it's going to be a great week for us Virgos. This is very positive reading for us. But we have to get out of our way. Flowers, happiness, beautiful. You've got 2 sun cards here, which are the most positive cards in the deck, and they speak about happiness. And here we have another message of happiness. So that speaks for itself. Flowers. Surround yourself with flowers. Buy yourself a bouquet of flowers this week, just so you remember the message of cultivating. What you cultivate in your life is what's going to show up every day for you, Virgo. Remember that. Your mindset is everything. Woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman. So feminine energy, the divine feminine. Maybe you have an ancestor that's wanting to reach out to you. Maybe there's a woman in your life that is going to shed an epiphany, help you see an epiphany or reach it. Pay attention to feminine energy this week. Pay attention to your feminine energy. You know, we are the receptive, the intuitive, and I feel like there's just a lot of feminine energy on this table of, when I say that, like dealing with your guides and your ancestors, that's you receiving downloads and intuitive information, and that's what the feminine does. So could be you. This could just be confirmation and validation for you. This is you showing up for yourself. It's going to mean something different for each one of you because this is a general reading, so I can't get too specific. But box, you will receive a gift. Okay, this is the blessing. Remember what I was telling you. Holding on to the blessing that's coming your way. Hang in there because it's coming. The Four of Cups in reverse is you receiving the blessing. I believe I told you that when this card showed up. And now we have it being confirmed here at the end. Whoops. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of those. Okay. We'll just deal with what's left here. Clouds, temporary problems. Remember that everything is temporary. You know, the struggle that we feel with the Five of Pentacles, the blessing of that is knowing that it can't rain forever. You know, it's going to, the sun's going to shine again. And also, when we are in a good space, we need to remember that no life is perfect 100% of the time. We're going to have struggles in our lives. That's just the way it is. So it's temporary. Tell yourself that as you're walking through the storm. The clouds are going to part. There's going to be happiness again. Two more cards. Let's see. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Remember, we have this windfall of abundance coming. I feel like the danger here is if you can't accept the belief that you deserve money and that money is obtainable to you. It's telling you also, you know, be mindful with your money. I feel like we're all in a space of that in 2025, that we need to be really careful how we invest, what we invest in, and where we spend our money. So keep track of that. I mean, I don't feel like this is a horrible, like anything to be fearful about. I just feel like it's more about be smart, Virgo. Be smart with your money. Last card. Let's see what we get. We have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Ooh, this is hard for us. We Virgos, we're great at criticizing and nitpicking, but when it comes to nitpicking at us, we don't like it. But when it's valid, it helps us on our growth. And I was just telling one of my boys yesterday, he's been waiting to hear back from a job interview and he hasn't been hearing anything. So he feels like the opportunity has passed him by. To me, that just means God's going to open something, a better door for you. And I told him, okay, reach out and ask them then why they didn't go with you. Just for your own feedback. It doesn't have to be badgering. You just reach out and say, okay, I accept that. Why? Can you tell me what you didn't like about my XYZ, my project? And he didn't want to do this. He's a Virgo moon. So I feel like that's even harder for Virgo moons to accept criticism. But, you know, that helps us grow. That helps us go forward for the next opportunity and know what we need to work on and what we need to prepare for. So as hard as it can be, Virgo, accept valid criticism and know it's just for your highest and greatest good. Okay, guys, I think it's going to be a good week. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. There's going to be more readings coming your way, and I hope that you will see them and be a part of them. Thank you for being here, Virgo. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.